What if I told you Russia is hiding secrets so mind-blowing they could rewrite history as we know it? A forbidden portal to the unknown, a mysterious whale with a chilling mission, and an ancient enigma trapped in ice for millennia. Each revelation more shocking than the last. Brace yourself, because what you're about to discover will shatter everything you thought was possible. Number 20. Hairy Sea Creature. In August 2018, a bizarre and massive sea creature washed up on the shores of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula near the village of Pakhchi. More than 3 times the height of an average person, this strange being had a chalky white color, a long tail, tentacle-like features, and was covered in hair. Yet, it had no visible head or eyes. Its strong, unpleasant smell and eerie appearance left locals both curious and unsettled. People quickly speculated about what it could be. Some thought it was a frozen woolly mammoth released from melting permafrost, while others believed it might be a giant octopus or a rare marine globster. However, its hair and unusual body structure made those theories less convincing. Marine biologists examined the remains and ruled out the globster idea, suggesting instead that it was likely the decayed remains of a large sea mammal. Despite various theories, the creature's true identity remains a mystery, adding to the long list of unexplained wonders lurking in the depths of the ocean. Number 19. Mysterious Flying Girl. In 2009, a strange video surfaced online, showing what looked like a young girl levitating in a Russian forest. The footage begins with someone walking their dog when they suddenly notice the girl floating several feet above the ground, accompanied by an adult. As soon as they realize they're being watched, the girl gently lowers herself and the two quickly leave the area. The video spread rapidly, sparking debates about whether it was real or an elaborate hoax. Some believed it was proof of levitation, while skeptics suspected hidden harnesses or digital editing. Analysts examined the footage from different angles, but no clear explanation has ever been confirmed. To this day, the mystery remains unsolved, fueling speculation about supernatural abilities or undiscovered forces. Number 18. Secret Tunnels of St. Petersburg. Beneath the historic streets of St. Petersburg lies a labyrinth of tunnels, shrouded in mystery and dating back to the 18th century. For years, these passages were considered mere legends, thought to have been destroyed over time. However, a significant discovery in 1924 challenged this belief. Builders unearthed a brick tunnel leading to a vaulted chamber lined with stone. From this chamber, passages extended toward the Field of Mars and the opposite bank of the Fontanka River. Their exploration was abruptly halted by massive iron grids blocking the way. By August 1925, this tunnel was sealed and buried, its secrets preserved beneath the city. The existence of these tunnels has sparked intrigue among historians and urban explorers alike. Some speculate they were used for covert military operations or as escape routes during times of political unrest. The exact purposes of these subterranean networks remain a subject of debate, adding to the enigma of St. Petersburg's underground world. This discovery not only sheds light on the city's architectural ingenuity, but also invites us to ponder the untold stories lurking beneath our feet. Number 17. Chelyabinsk Meteor. On 15 February 2013, a meteorite lit up the sky over Russia, creating a dazzling fireball as it entered Earth's atmosphere. Traveling at 44 times the speed of sound, it streaked over the southern Urals before exploding above Chelyabinsk. The blast occurred at an altitude of 20 miles, releasing energy equal to 500 kilotons of TNT. That's 20 times more powerful than the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. NASA estimated the meteorite was around 56 feet in diameter. The explosion shattered windows, damaged buildings, and injured over 1,500 people, making it one of the most significant meteor events in modern history. Then, on October 16th, Russian scientists made another astonishing discovery, a massive meteorite fragment lying 65 feet underwater. Weighing more than half a ton, it's believed to be one of the largest space objects to have ever impacted Earth. Number 16. Chernobyl mutant animals. The Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986 forced people to leave, but animals stayed. Many thought radiation would wipe out all life, but instead, animals have adapted in surprising ways. Scientists Pablo Barraco and Germán Orizaola studied tree frogs in the area. Normally, these frogs are bright green, but near Chernobyl their skin has turned black. This change might help protect them from radiation. Wild dogs in the area have also changed. A study found that dogs living near the power plant have different genes than those outside Chernobyl. Scientists are still studying how radiation causes these differences. Wolves in the exclusion zone have developed stronger immune systems. Research shows they can fight cancer better than other wolves. These animals live with high radiation, more than 6 times what is safe for humans. Some scientists think studying them could help us learn more about cancer resistance. Despite the danger, Chernobyl has become a strange home for wildlife. Animals are finding ways to survive and even thrive. No one knows what will happen in the future, but nature continues to adapt, even in the most unlikely places. Number 15. Russian spy whale. In April 2019, Norwegian fishermen near Hammerfest had an unusual encounter with a beluga whale wearing a harness labeled Equipment St. Petersburg. The whale, later named Vladimir, a mix of the Norwegian word for whale and Vladimir, was remarkably friendly, even approaching boats and seeking human interaction. This sparked immediate speculation that he was a Russian spy trained for espionage by the military. However, marine biologist Dr. Olga Shpak uncovered a different story. According to Russian experts, Vladimir, originally named Andruha, was captured in the Sea of Okhotsk in 2013 and later moved to a Russian naval facility in the Arctic. Rather than being trained for espionage, he was likely used for security purposes, detecting underwater intruders near naval bases. His harness, once believed to hold cameras or surveillance devices, may have simply been a training tool. His unusually social behavior suggests he was accustomed to humans, possibly due to his years of interaction with trainers. Over time, he seems to have wandered away from his handlers, eventually reaching Norwegian waters. Tragically, in August 2024, Vladimir passed away in Norway. His fate raised concerns about the welfare of trained marine mammals and whether human intervention ultimately doomed him. While he might not have been a Cold War-style spy, his mysterious past and sad ending leave behind lingering questions about the use of animals in military operations. Number 14. Putin's secret hideout. Hidden on Russia's Black Sea coast, behind no-fly zones and armed checkpoints, lies Vladimir Putin's alleged $1.4 billion palace, a lavish fortress of unimaginable excess. Built near Gelendzhik, this estate features a master bedroom bigger than some apartments, complete with a gold-covered ceiling, velvet drapes, and a wardrobe stocked with coats and suits. Even the bathroom boasts 4 marble columns around a jacuzzi, flanked by armchairs. Security? Unbreakable. The palace is shielded by private airspace, FSB-manned checkpoints, and possibly a secret tunnel leading to the sea, because even Putin needs an escape plan. His $50 million yacht, a gift from oligarch Roman Abramovich, has been spotted nearby. The palace itself, designed by Italian architect Lanfranco Cirillo, was so extravagant that even the construction workers spoke out. Yet, luxury doesn't guarantee durability. It was plagued by mold and costly renovations. But it's all about opulence. French crystal chandeliers worth $1 million, Italian frescoes, and absurdly expensive wallpaper. However, the most damning exposé came in 2021, when Alexei Navalny's Anti-Corruption Foundation released a bombshell documentary titled Putin's Palace: History of the World's Largest Bribe. Using leaked footage, drone videos, and insider testimonies, Navalny's team exposed never-before-seen images of the palace's gilded interiors, underground tunnels, and lavish details, igniting a major controversy. Shortly after the documentary's release, Navalny was arrested, fueling speculation that the Kremlin was desperate to silence further revelations. Number 13. Kyshtym mutant. In August 1996, in the Russian town of Kyshtym, Detective Vladimir Bendlin made a shocking discovery. A local woman showed him a strange, tiny creature with a misshapen skull, bulging eyes, and no hair. She said she had found it near a cemetery and cared for it until it died. She named it Alyoshenka. At first, experts believed it was a deformed human fetus. However, it had no belly button, ears, or genitals, making the case even stranger. Some suspected that radiation from a 1957 nuclear accident in Kyshtym might have caused its mutations. Others suggested it was something not from Earth. Hoping for answers, Detective Bendlin gave the body to UFO researchers. Then, the corpse mysteriously disappeared. Only photos and videos of Alyoshenka remain today. Some scientists believe it was a badly deformed baby, possibly affected by radiation. Others argue it could be much older, even thousands of years old. The woman who found Alyoshenka was later taken to a psychiatric hospital, but her family insisted she was telling the truth. Was this a tragic case of radiation mutation, a mysterious ancient mummy, or something else entirely? Without the body, the mystery of Alyoshenka remains unsolved. Number 12. Vladimir Komarov, Last Words. In April 1967, Vladimir Komarov sat inside the doomed Soyuz 1, knowing he would never return. The spacecraft was deeply flawed, 200 critical issues, but Soviet leaders refused to delay the mission. Komarov could have backed out, but that would mean sending his best friend, Yuri Gagarin, in his place. He wouldn't let that happen. As the spacecraft orbited, failures mounted. Antennas wouldn't deploy, power was unstable, and navigation was nearly impossible. U.S. intelligence listened in as Komarov, fully aware of his fate, spoke to ground control. Soviet Premier Alexei Kosygin, crying, told him he was a hero. His wife was also on the line, discussing what to tell their children. Then came the descent. The parachutes failed. Hurtling toward Earth at full speed, Komarov screamed in rage, cursing those who sent him on this mission. This was the last recording of him, weeping and furious. American intelligence allegedly captured his final cries, filled with despair and betrayal. Vladimir Komarov wasn't just the first man to pass away in space, he was the first to know he would, and he did it for his friend. His final words? They have killed me. Number 11. Russian spy ring that rocked America. Blurry images, hidden identities, and an FBI surveillance operation straight out of a Cold War thriller. When the US government unmasked a network of Russian sleeper spies in 2010, it exposed a decade-long game of deception, deep cover, and covert messages disguised as casual strolls. Among the 10 arrested was Anna Chapman, a glamorous former New York real estate agent whose stunning looks and mysterious role in the spy ring catapulted her to international fame. FBI footage showed Chapman shopping at Macy's. Then, she set up her laptop at a coffee shop. She was allegedly trying to talk to her handlers. Others in the ring were caught burying money in overgrown fields, handing off documents in subways, and passing coded messages on park benches. This wasn't just a case of rookie spies playing James Bond. These were seasoned Russian operatives. Unlike diplomats, these spies had no official protection, making their missions riskier but harder to detect. Their goal? To infiltrate American society, cultivate influential contacts, and gather intel on defense, finance, and policy making. These spies didn't need high-tech gadgets or daring heists. They relied on simple but effective tradecraft, like the classic brush pass, where two agents would subtly swap items, often a flash drive or a film roll, in a fleeting moment of contact. Despite the deep cover operation, the FBI uncovered the ring before they stole any classified secrets. But one U.S. counterintelligence official admitted that the spies were making real progress before they were caught. The bust led to the biggest spy swap since the Cold War, with the agents traded back to Moscow in exchange for Western intelligence assets. Number 10. Ryazan Disk. In the State Historical Museum in Moscow, there is an enigmatic exhibit with no official description. Labeled simply as a metal chest plate from Ryazan, about 100 miles from Moscow, this iron disk remains a mystery. Its surface is covered in perfectly even concentric circles, but no one has been able to determine its purpose or meaning. The only certainty? It was crafted in the 4th century. The Ryazan disk is often compared to the Antikythera mechanism. This ancient Greek device was used to track celestial movements. Could it have had a similar function, or was it something entirely different, perhaps a ritual object or a lost technological relic? Despite years of study, no definitive explanation has been found, leaving the artifact an unsolved puzzle from the past. Number 9. Alien in Siberia. In Siberia, a man walking his dog came across something strange, a small, lifeless figure lying in the snow. It was about 3 feet tall, with dark gray skin, no hair, and no clear facial features. One of its limbs was missing, and its head tilted at an odd angle, almost as if it had been frozen mid-scream. The footage quickly spread, with some convinced it was proof of alien life. But this wasn't the first time Russia had seen something like this. In 1996, a woman discovered a similar creature, later called Alyoshenka. Unlike this one, it was reportedly alive when found, but before any real answers emerged, it mysteriously died. Experts began analyzing the Siberian discovery. Biologist Lucy Eckersley dismissed the idea that it was human, pointing out its unusual head shape. She suggested it could be a primate, possibly a squirrel monkey. But how could a South American monkey end up frozen in Siberia? Forensic investigator Chase Kloetsky noticed something unusual. No blood, no fluids, no signs of struggle. The scene looked too perfect. So, was this truly an alien? A hoax? Or is there another explanation hidden beneath the ice? Number 8. Blue light in Lake Baikal. One night in 2015, a group of experienced fishermen spotted something strange in Lake Baikal. Their camera captured a glowing blue-green light beneath the surface. As the boat moved, the light stayed in place, unaffected by the waves. Locals have long believed the lake is home to unusual activity, with some even claiming it's a hotspot for UFOs. Could extraterrestrials have a secret base here? Journalist M.J. Banias recalls a chilling 1982 report where Russian divers allegedly encountered humanoid creatures in silvery suits. When they tried to escape, 3 divers tragically died from surfacing too quickly. Despite various theories, the blue light has never been seen again. Experts have ruled out CGI, reflections, and bioluminescent animals. Lake Baikal has none. Marine biologist Shay Conger even dismisses the idea of a research submarine, as artificial lights would disturb natural studies. So, what was this glowing anomaly? If not an animal or man-made craft, could it be something beyond our understanding? Adding to the mystery, 2 years later, a mass seal die-off left scientists puzzled. Number 7. Frozen Mammoth. In June 2024, a stunning discovery was made in Siberia's Baga crater, also known as the Mouth of Hell. Locals stumbled upon the well-preserved remains of a 50,000-year-old baby mammoth, later named Jana after the nearby Yana River. At the time of her death, Jana was just over a year old, standing about 39.3 inches tall and weighing over 200 pounds. Her body was very well preserved. Key features like her head, trunk, ears, and mouth remained intact. This makes her one of the best preserved mammoth specimens ever found. Jana's remains are now at Russia's Northeastern Federal University in Yakutsk. They offer scientists a unique insight into woolly mammoths' lives and extinction. This discovery adds to Russia's long history of major paleontological finds, including the famous 1-month-old mammoth calf, Lyuba, discovered in 2007, and the well-preserved Genya in 2012. With every new discovery, researchers learn more about how these Ice Age giants lived and why they vanished. Number 6. Mysterious smoke ring. Residents were left stunned when a massive dark ring appeared in the sky, floating eerily through the clouds. As it moved, the strange formation seemed to grow in size, sparking a wave of curiosity and even fear. Some thought it meant disaster was coming. Others guessed aliens might be involved. The mysterious sight was witnessed in multiple locations, leading to frantic discussions online. Was it a portal? A UFO? A warning from beyond? Officials rushed to find answers. Some suggested it might be linked to industrial activity. Smoke vortices, likely from an explosion or a faulty smokestack, appeared to be the main reason. However, not everyone was convinced. It's almost a perfect circle, and how it floated in the sky made many wonder if there was more to it. UFO experts were quick to dismiss alien theories, but the event remains one of the most puzzling atmospheric phenomena in recent memory. Number 5. Jade Rings of Baikal. In the summer of 2017, archaeologists made a stunning discovery near the strait between Lake Baikal and Olkhon Island. The remains of a man and woman buried hand in hand. What set this find apart was the presence of a white jade ring placed inside the man's eye socket. 3 more rings rested on his chest, while a small leather bag with mysterious metal tools lay by his knees. Next to the woman's skeleton, researchers uncovered a 5-inch jade knife. Dating back to the Bronze Age, around 4,000 years ago, this couple's burial has left experts puzzled, especially the purpose of the jade rings. Some scholars think these were ritual objects tied to a cultural divide. Caucasoid civilizations valued gold, while Mongoloid societies preferred colored stones like jade. Siberian researchers suggest that these rings were used as currency. A select group of skilled artisans in eastern Siberia crafted them. Adding to the intrigue, experts still don't understand how ancient people managed to carve jade with such precision. What tools did they use? Number 4. Black Knight Satellite. The so-called Black Knight Satellite is one of the most debated space mysteries. Allegedly, this strange object has been orbiting Earth for thousands of years, yet no one knows exactly where it came from or what it is. Soviet cosmonauts have reported seeing unidentified objects in space. This has added to the speculation. Some think the Black Knight might be from outer space. It could be a relic from an old alien civilization watching over Earth. Others argue it might be a piece of space debris or an unrecognized man-made satellite lost in orbit. Despite numerous theories, no solid evidence has ever confirmed its existence or purpose. NASA and other space agencies reject these claims. They often say that sightings are due to thermal blankets lost in space missions. But for those who believe, the mystery remains unsolved. Number 3. Tunguska Event. On 30th June, 1908, a massive explosion near the Tunguska River in Siberia flattened about 772 square miles of forest. The blast released energy equal to 15 megatons of TNT, making it the largest impact event in recorded history. Eyewitnesses saw a bright fireball racing through the sky. A strong shockwave hit, knocking people down and breaking windows in nearby villages. The explosion also triggered seismic waves detected across Eurasia and even in North America. After the event, the night skies over Siberia and parts of Europe shone brightly. This was likely caused by dust particles high in the atmosphere. Despite its massive destruction, no impact crater was ever found. Scientists now think a meteoroid or comet exploded in the atmosphere before hitting the ground. This caused an airburst. However, the lack of physical evidence has fueled many other theories. Some think it was due to alien activity, a secret Soviet weapon test, or an unknown natural event. Number 2. Shigir Idol. In 1894, a group of gold miners in Russia's Ural Mountains made an incredible discovery: an ancient wooden statue buried in a peat bog. Later named the Shigir Idol, this artifact is over 11,000 years old, making it the oldest known wooden sculpture in the world. Its impressive age surpasses that of many ancient civilizations, such as those in Mesopotamia and Egypt. This challenges how we think about early human culture. Carved from a single larch tree, the statue originally stood about 16.4 feet tall, though only fragments remain today. The bog preserved the wood, letting detailed carvings last. These include geometric patterns, zigzags, and human-like faces stacked on top of each other. Some experts think these markings might show spirits, gods, or even early storytelling. However, their true meaning is still a mystery. The Shigir idol is fascinating because it shows that early hunter-gatherer societies had complex beliefs even before agriculture began. Number 1. Mysterious objects over the moon. In 2019, a photographer set up to capture the full moon when something strange appeared. 3 dark circles moved across the moon, followed by several more. When zoomed in, they seemed to fly in a loose formation. Could they be asteroids or something else? Astrophotographer Andrew McCarthy estimated their size. If orbiting the moon, they'd be 3 miles wide, far bigger than the International Space Station. That raised a big question. Who or what could build such massive objects? Astronomer Mark D'Antonio reviewed the footage and confirmed it's real, not a camera trick. But if these were satellites, they should follow a predictable path. NASA's Bob Anderson suggested they could be satellites orbiting Earth, like SpaceX's Starlink, which has launched thousands. But something doesn't add up. A closer look shows the objects move unpredictably, sometimes closer together than apart. That rules out satellites. So, what were they? Could they be part of a hidden lunar program, a fleet of UFOs, or is there a simpler explanation? We hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more amazing stories.